What's up, everyone? Francis Ufamaru here, and this is Way to Work, my thoughts and recording on the way to work. If you're looking to fight systemic racism, I do have a link in my bio and the description and in the video in order to help donate to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, the Bail Project, and the Equal Justice Initiative. With that being said, let's start the show. What's up, everyone? This is Way to Work, my thoughts and recording on the way to work. Hope you're having a good one. I tried recording one yesterday. I tried doing a podcast yesterday, but it didn't work because I feel like I'd have to have a female perspective on the video slash recording in order to really get my thoughts, I guess, equalized. That's not what I want to say. To get my thoughts understood? Maybe just to get a better understanding of my thoughts, I'll say. But I need a female perspective because, first off, I just want to say, ladies, you are beautiful, okay? Don't let anyone tell you different. So enough with the apologizing for no reason during these videos, lip injections, and filters. I'm sorry. I'm tired of it. I can't see them anymore. A lot of people out here changing too quick for no reason. Y'all don't need it. Y'all are beautiful. Move on. Move on. And when I say apologizing for videos or apologizing for no reason, I mean when girls start off videos saying, "Hey guys, sorry, but hey guys, sorry for." No need to apologize. You're just human. Hey guys, sorry, my voice is raspy. It's okay. We're okay with it. Do your thing. Hey guys, sorry, I didn't clean my mirror. Hey, it's okay. We're all human. No need to apologize. Just tell us what you want to say. Hey guys, sorry I didn't put up makeup. That's fine. You're probably tired. We understand. No need to explain yourself. You're fine. Move forward. But I'll save that topic for another day. I will say, during this process of trying to make sure I can podcast with a guest, I found out that my MacBook does not have capability of, or have the capability of taking two microphones that are the exact same. If you plug into the same exact microphone, it will pick up only one frequency. So I had to deal with that yesterday. But the reason I bring it up is because out of the last 10 years using Apple products, I've probably asked for help from the help desk 3 times. Apple, I've asked you for help 3 times in the last 10 years. Monthly, you come at me about something. Monthly. So I get it. All right, you got me. I'm not going anywhere. But I've asked you for 3 things over 10 years. I don't know how the first 2 went, but I know the third thing yesterday was a waste of my time. Dear Apple, help me. Help me with this issue I have. So I call up the help desk at Apple yesterday after working on the compatibility with my microphones for an hour. I was probably working on it for an hour. And I finally call and I say, "Hey, I need help. My Mac is not picking up these 2 microphones. Is there anything you can do for me? Is there anything I can do to move forward with this? I've been working on it. I have no idea where to go from this." And after being on hold for 10 minutes, whatever, however long it was, they got back to me. And, he tried to help. I won't say he didn't try to help. He tried to help. And ultimately told me at the end of our conversation, "Yeah, you just got to Google it." Google it? What you think I was doing for an hour before I called you, Apple? Mind you, this isn't the man that has brought me the suffering I was dealing with. First world problems, goodness. But I just thought it was interesting to hear an Apple help desk man say, "Google it." Like, I know to Google it. I've been trying to Google it. That's why I need your help, Apple. After all these years, after all these payments, I need your help. I need help with you for the third thing. And you say, "Google it." That's like going to Dunkin' Donuts and asking them for a donut and them being like, "Sorry, we only got bagels. Here's a bagel." I don't want a bagel, Dunkin' Donuts. I want a donut. It's like going to Target and asking for help and them saying, "Ah, you could go to Walmart." That makes no sense. So Apple, next time you tell a user to Google it, have some compassion and just tell them, "Sorry, we don't know what we're doing." I asked them I asked him at the end of our conversation, "So you can't help me at all?" He had the audacity to say, "Well, I've been helping. I've been looking it up." And I said, "So we've been on the phone. You've checked on your side. You have no answers for me. So you haven't really helped at all." Well, well, sir, I do hope you find your answer. Yeah, I'm gonna keep googling it, but I appreciate it. Apple got me. I'm not going anywhere. It's unfortunate, but Apple got me. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? So, dear Apple, help me. Help me, Apple. 10 years I've been working with you. 10 years, Apple. If someone asked you after 10 years of working with someone for something for the third time, you better come with some answers. You better have some answers for me. And you didn't, and you let me down. I was very upset. I'm not happy about it still. But hey, what are you gonna do? Had to buy a new microphone, return the one I had, so hopefully it ends up working. I really want to have guests on my show, and I definitely need to get that sorted out. So until that happens, I'll be working on it, and you'll be notified once it's set up. So y'all look out for that. I did want to talk about a tender subject to my heart. I don't think I'll be able to grab everything I'm trying to say or the way I feel in this short span I try to make this. So maybe I'll bring it up again down the road, or just talk about it whenever I'm feeling about it or feeling it because like I always say, these are my thoughts. These are my thoughts. But I did want to talk about growing up in a predominantly white lifestyle. I'll say not just the neighborhood, but the school. You know, what else? I guess just being in a predominantly white society. Grew up in Allen, Texas. Allen, Texas is a great city. I'll never say otherwise. But it is, at least for me, it was predominantly white. Came into Allen, Texas at fourth grade. So I mean, I came from Plano, still dealing with the same thing, and then moved to Allen a little bit after my fourth year or fourth grade elementary year, and came to Allen. Was the only black kid in my class. Back then, I didn't really think anything of it. But you kind of think about how you grew up sometimes when you get older and get more wise and kind of start figuring things out for yourself and figuring out why you act a certain way or do a certain thing. So that's one thing that I experienced is just being the only black kid. Not only was I the only black kid in school either, or not in school, but my class, but I was also the only Nigerian kid. So it's definitely two sides of one coin on that end. But I think it was just interesting to grow up in that atmosphere because I think I also found out that I was really trying to impress, really trying to get people to like me. So, I would almost do, just try to play the funny role to an extent of, making sure I could fit in. And with fitting in, you probably get into decisions you don't like or don't want to sanitize. Um, and I think it's interesting growing up. You just want to be accepted, and that sucks that that's something I wanted to pursue. Luckily, it didn't make me a bad person. Luckily, it still kept me on track because I do have strong family values instilled with me. We grew up in a strict household. So it's all good, either way, I don't regret it because I am the person who I am and I like who I am as a person. So I think it was a great experience, but it's definitely something I think about during times like this just because it's like, it's just not something easy to kind of, I think, just brush aside. But it's interesting. It was interesting. And then growing up further down the road, I got into football. I was always into sports, so I hung out with a lot of football kids, you know. So we were all pretty diverse and pretty tight when it came to hanging out and just, you know, wanting to have fun with each other. But at the same time, it was like our experiences with cops were more just house party raids, getting a knock at the door, or me personally getting speeding tickets. And being older now, I guess I thought about it when I got older, but as a kid, you know, I'm just like, well, I never experienced anything, you know, I just got speeding tickets. So, but now that I'm older, I'm like, well, shit, man, that's probably a 50-50 chance that cop does something out of hand or out of pocket with the situation of a speeding ticket. So I definitely am blessed. I'm not blind to how blessed I've been, but at the same time, it's still a pressing matter in today's society, which is sad to see. Um, and it's so unfortunate that, you know, no matter who you are as a person, that people out there will not even give you a chance because of the color of your skin or the way you look. Um, I definitely hate that happens in the world, and it's taught me to kind of not be as judgmental as I'd like. And if I am judgmental, because I mean, I'm only human, it happens. Sometimes my judgment moves faster than my mind, but I am able to take myself back and say, man, chill out. You don't know that person. How dare you try to judge somebody you don't know? Take it back. Take it back. And I think that's helped me move forward in the world. Um, but a lot of times, I think growing up, even when I was a little younger, I was the only black kid in the class, and it's strange how I remember this story. But I think it was it's interesting because I don't know. I don't know how my memory works. I just be remembering stuff. But I do remember the first time I experienced racism, and it was with this kid. I don't know this kid anymore. I mean, we're so young, but I remember the moment it happened because we were on this clubhouse thing, and a black girl came up to us, and she wanted to, you know, get in the clubhouse. Obviously, you know, it's all guys. It's all boys only. So I'm like, no, boys only. And this kid says, no black people. I said, wait, huh? He said, no black people. And our teacher had come up and she said, what about Francis? Francis is black. And he's like, yeah, well, he's a boy. And I said, then why didn't you say she? Because she's a girl. Like, what are you talking about? I don't remember what happened with that moment, but I do remember that incident and that tiny speck of it. It was just very weird to have heard it, I think, and you know, it's just something that kind of sticks with you. And I remember it. I know I have a strange memory because that's the same daycare someone stole my Robin toy. I don't know who you are anymore, but if I find you, you're gonna catch these hands. The audacity to steal my Robin toy that I just got for my birthday. It was the pirate edition. Pirate edition Robin, and it got stolen from me. He said, can I borrow the Robin? And of course I said, yeah, sure. Bring it back. Okay. Never saw it again. I'm going to find you, kid. I'm going to find you. But yeah, I wanted to get a little serious with that. I think this is a time to kind of open up in ways that we choose and be able to open up to conversations, maybe even open up conversations for others. But communication is key. I think a lot of us need to realize that and realize that conversations must continue in order to grow. It's going to be a long time before any change gets seen, I think, any legitimate change. But I think we all have a part to play. And, you know, it depends on what you decide to do with it. But me personally, I want you to be on the right side of things. I want you to be on the right side of change. It's not comfortable. It's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be easy. But it's the best solution, 100%. Definitely take this stuff serious. Definitely push yourself to new heights and new boundaries in order to get the change we all need in this life. I think it's going to be worth it. But for the most part, growing up, I was fortunate enough not to at least see a lot of racial injustice to myself. But now with social media getting out there and being more, I guess, contagious at this point, you see it a lot more, and it kind of, I mean, it has to change you from the inside. Just seeing pain, seeing anger. You know, you just want to kind of push